call here. The ball was tipped going up, and they say we can tip by... Now we're going to jump again, they say. We'll jump again. There's a tip up and controlled by St. John's. And taken here by the Eagles. Down here goes to Jim Trout. Shooting in the corner, no good. Followed in here. A layup up there is good. A follow-up by Ken Arvin. A shot by Jim Trout from the left corner was missed. Ken Arvin followed in. St. John's leads 2-0. Down with it for North Daviess. Leroy Streepy. Now it goes to Fisher. Fisher shooting from the baseline, no good. Take it off here again. Another layup there is good. That's Larry Barnett. If both these ball clubs cut loose, we could have a high-scoring ball game in this one, as they're both capable of scoring lots of points. It's Ken Arvin with it. And it goes to Jack Trout. Tries his shot. It's blocked out of bounds. It will be St. John's ball out underneath the home basket. Bill Ward will pass it in for the Eagles. The pass comes in, goes to Ken Arvin. Arvin back out to Jim Trout. Out it goes to Bill Ward. Now the left side to Jim Trout. Into Jack Trout. Back to Ward. Shooting long. No good. Comes up. Tipped up there by Jim Trout. No good. Nothing but Jim Trout is good. Jim Trout. So the height underneath there. He's 6'5", and Jack Trout is brother 6'5.5". 4-2. St. John's lead. Streepy. Out to Fisher for North Daviess. Out on the left side. Gives it back out here. Goes off here to Mark Callison. Now back to Fisher. Fisher firing away. No good. Comes off. Rebound taken off here by O'Malley. St. John's down court. Man open. Tries to lay it up. And now somebody loses his shoe. A shot is blocked. But Steve Fisher ran completely out of his shoe here. Now a foul has been called. A foul, I say. And at the line here will be Ken Arvin. And I check the foul is on Callison. The foul is on Callison. Substitution. Mike Birch will be coming in here, let's see, for North Daviess. Ken Arvin will be at the free throw line. Two, St. John's leads. Shot up there is no good. He missed the first one. He's ready for the next one. Up with this one, no good. He missed them both. The rebound taken up by North Daviess, Bob Foster. Now Birch up with it, gives to Streepy. Streepy for North Daviess to Birch. Birch. And the ball stolen by O'Malley. Comes down with it. Still with it is O'Malley. Long shot up there. Good. O'Malley hits for St. John's. You know, he was held to one basket the other night by the Dodie Lions. Fisher is getting ready to come back in the ball game for North Daviess. Birch with it to Callison for North Daviess. 6-2. St. John's leads. Outside it goes to Streepy. Streepy back to Callison for the Cougars. Left side again to Birch. Birch. Dribbling the ball, Matt makes the pass in there by Foster up with his shot is good. Bob Foster hits for North Daviess. And now 6-4. Fisher back in the ball game for North Daviess. And it will be Birch coming out. Fisher back in for North Daviess. Birch comes out. And it'll be St. John's ball into O'Malley. O'Malley and Ward are the guards for St. John's. O'Malley with it, round his man, foul circle over his shot, bounces off, no good, rebounds off, taken by Jim Trout of St. John's. He turns up at his shot, no good, comes off, takes his own rebound, comes off again, tries another shot, partially blocked, taken back in by Arvin, no good, taken by Arvin, another shot, no good, tipped up at Jack Trout, no good, and now it comes out, it's taken by North Daviess, Steve Fisher. So about 5 attempts underneath there by St. John's, they missed, and off with it now comes the Cougars, and with it is Leroy Streepy, just to Fisher. Fisher out the left side. Back it goes. Across over to Callison. Long shot. Good. Mark Callison hits for North Daviess. 6-6 score. 5:14 remaining in the quarter. Up on the far side of the court comes Bill Ward for the St. John's Eagles of Lagodi. Driving all the way through. Passing off to Jim Trout. Lays up and in. The basket doesn't count. A foul is going to be called. The basket will count. And a foul is called here on Leroy Streepy. Jack Trout, scoring. Jack Trout on the score, and he was fouled by Streepy of North Daviess. So it's 8-6, St. John's by 2. Up with his shot. It is no good. Off the side. The rebound taken off for North Daviess. And now a foul No, they say he'll get another chance here. Another chance. There must have been a two-shot foul. How could it be? Somebody was across the line, they say. That's why he gets another attempt here. He missed the first one, but he gets another attempt. Shot is up there. No good. He missed them both. Comes off and is taken off of North Davis, Bob Foster. Down court to Callison. Callison off in the corner. There's Streepy. Now a jump shot up there. It's in good by Bob Foster. So it's all tied up at 8-all. And this ball game is quite a bit different than that first ball game. With it is Bill Ward. Now gives to O'Malley for St. John's. Out it goes to Ward. Being guarded close to Callison. Ward still with it. He gives it to O'Malley. O'Malley around the side with it. Driving, passing off. There's a shot up over Jack Trout. It's short. Tipped up by Jim Trout and in. Jim Trout gets his second basket. It's now 10-8. St. John out in front by 2. Streepy with it for North Davis. The ball gets away. It rolls along here. And now coming out with it is O'Malley for St. John. He gets it cross court. A whistle. Foul is called on Fisher. Fisher trying to steal the ball from O'Malley. Commits his first person. That's the third team foul on North Davis. O'Malley goes to the line for St. John. He'll have one shot. Up it goes. It's good. So it makes it now 11-8. St. John's by 3. North Davis with the ball. Fisher with it. Out it goes to Callison. Down to Streepy. He's out on the right leg. Long shot. It is no good. Comes off. The rebound taken off here by Bob Foster. Out it goes to Callison. He fires. No good. Trout takes it, loses it. Up with the shot. Is good. Basket count. Foul on Jack Trout. The foul is on Jack Trout of St. John's. The basket by Barnett will count. And it's now 11-10. And Barnett will have a chance to tie up the ball game. Birch comes back in the ball game here for North Davis. Barry Barnett up with his shot. It's no good. Off it comes, and it's taken by St. John's. So St. John's leads by 1, 11-10. They have the ball, and down with it is out to O'Malley, losing it, and now the ball tipped out of bounds. And it will be down to O'Malley. St. John's will pass it in as it comes here to Ward. Ward gives to O'Malley. He shoots, not to let the keyhole hit. O'Malley scores for St. John's, makes it 13-10. The Eagles lead. There's Callison with the ball for North Davis. Out to Foster, long shot. It's in there. It's good. Bob Foster, that's his third basket. Makes it now 13-12. St. John's by 1. O'Malley up with it for St. John's. Comes across with it, still with the ball. Out here it goes to Ken Arvin. He drives the baseline, and now he is called for traveling with the ball. And it'll be St. Over there, North Davis is taking out the inline in the backcourt with the pass into Steve Fisher. Fisher over to Callison. Mark Callison. Cross for the Cougars. Still with it. Callison shovels it out here to Birch. Birch tries his shot up there. It's off the mark. Tipped off and taken here by Jim Trout. Up court now to Ward for St. John's. Back again to Ward, shooting, hitting. Bill Ward hitting for St. John's, makes it now 15-12. St. John's by 3. There's a dry layup shot, is no good. Another one up there is good, and a foul is going to be called. This shot was by Barnett, and a foul is called here against St. John's, Ken Arvin. So it's 15-14, and now Barnett up the free throw line again with one shot. Again, a chance to tie up the ball game here. 2:40 remaining in this first quarter play. Barry Barnett, 6'3" senior for North Davis. His one shot is up. It's good. The ball game is tied at 15-all. St. John's ball. Bill Ward cross for the Eagles. Gives it here to Arvin. Arvin in the middle. Jim Trout, turnaround jump shot up there, no good. Tipped up again by Jack Trout, no good. Comes off, taken back in by Jack Trout. He moves to the outside with it. Passes off to Ward. He fakes, passing back off. Arvin with his shot is no good. Tipped up by Jim Trout, no good. Comes off and out of bounds. St. John's ball out. 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter play. It'll be O'Malley to pass it in for St. John's. And now a couple of boys here got to mix it up a little bit as they try to jockey for positions out there. They wait for the ball to come in. He comes into Jack Trout for St. John's. Round hook shot up and in. Jack Trout on a left-handed hook goes up to score for St. John's. 17-15. The ball almost gets away out there by Bob Foster. He passes off. Barnett turns, shoots, no good. Rebound is off, taken by Jack Trout of St. John's. Gives it out to O'Malley. O'Malley down across the line with it. Still dribbles the ball. John O'Malley. 150 remaining. He falls down but picks it up, loses the ball, and goes back again, picked up by John O'Malley and gives to Jim Trout, back to O'Malley for St. John's. Now he gets it down to Jim Trout. In the middle it goes. Arvin tries a shot, blocked and taken by Mike Birch of North Davis. Out it goes to Barry Barnett. Barnett across the line. Out to Callison. Callison to Foster. Foster, foul circle, up with his shot. Good! Foster gets his fourth bucket. It's now tied up at 17 all. 1:20 remaining in the first quarter. St. John's ball. Bill Ward. Passes goes to Jim Trout. Into Jack Trout. He has it almost knocked from his hand. Picked up O'Malley. O'Malley turns up with his shot. Roams off. No good. Rebound taken off by Steve Fisher of North Davis up to Callison. Callison down to the left of the keyhole. Dribbles back out with it. Gives to Fisher. North Davis ball. Down to Birch. Birch halfway in the left corner. He stops and tries to pass off. Does get it off here to Barnett. Turns with his shot. It's good. Barry Barnett gets his fourth bucket, his 9th point. The Cougars now lead 19-17. 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Down comes St. John's, and with it is Ken Arvin. Arvin out to Bill Ward. Ward on the side. Still with it. He drives the baseline. Passes off to Trout. He's fouled. A foul is called here on Barry Barnett as he fouls Jack Trout. He'll have 2 shots. 36 seconds remaining in the quarter. Score all tied up here, or rather 19-17, the Cougars lead, and St. John's has a chance to tie it up here with 2 shots by Jack Trout. His shot in the air. It's good on the first one. Gets ready for the next one. 19-18 the score. St. John's by 1. Trailing by 1. The Cougars putting on the drive to go ahead. Up with this one. It's good. It's all tied up now. 19-all. Down with it comes Birch for St. North Davis. Out to Fisher. In the middle. Barnett. He turns. He goes up with his shot. It's up there. It's good. So Barry Barnett. 5 buckets. 11 points. 21-19. North Davis leading. O'Malley with it for St. John's. He goes all the way, drives his shot, rims on no good, tipped up by Jack Trout, no good, is taken off by North Davis, by Bob Foster. Down it goes to Callison. He falls down, a whistle, foul is going to be called against St. John's on Bill Ward. And listen to this crowd. We've got it standing on the ears here. As up at the line goes Mark Callison for North Davis. This has been a fast ball game here so far. There's 8 seconds up on that clock. It's quite a bit different from the first game we saw. Up with the shot is up there, no good. Rebound taken off by Trout. Jack Trout, St. John's, and down with it comes Bill Ward. Passes off here. Arvin up with his shot. Good. The gun sound ending the first quarter of play as Ken Arvin hits for St. John's. It's St. John's 21 and North Davis 21. All tied up here at the end of the first quarter of play. When you want new floor covering for your rooms, go to Soliday's Home Decorating Center, 1809 Highway. It's tied up, 21 all. It gets controlled by North Davis Steve Fisher. Outside to Foster. Foster tries his shot out there, no good. Rebounds off, out of bounds. It'll be North Davis ball out. Callison passing it in. Gets it into Foster. Foster makes that pass by him to Barnett. Up with his shot, no good. Tipped around, tipped back at Barnett, no good. Taken by Fisher up with his shot and in. Fisher gets his first basket. It's now 23-21. North Davis leads by 2 with his O'Malley for St. John's. Ball is tipped out of bounds here by Fisher. It will be St. John's ball. Passing it in will be Ken Arvin. Now he steps out there and Bill Ward will pass it in. And they get the ball in here to O'Malley. It's all right. Fisher with it there as St. John's has a shot. And driving all the way down is Birch up with his shot. He scores. Mike Birch goes up to score for North Davis. 25-21. North Davis leading by 4. 7:10 remaining in the half, and with it is Ward. Out to Jim Trout. Now a shot up there, but St. John's is no good by Ken Arvin. Take him back again. Underneath there goes to Trout. Up with his shot, he scores. That's Jack Trout. 8 points for Jack Trout, 25-23. North Davis with his Barnett. He tries one up there. He hits again. Barnett. That's 6 field goals for him. And his 13 points he has. 27-23 is North Davis lead. With it is Jim Trout from St. John. He turned long shot. That's no good. Comes off. Rebound taken off by Fisher of North Davis. Comes down court with it. Still with the ball. Still going with it on the outside. Moves it back out to Callison. Callison in the middle there to Foster. Foster driving up with his shot. Rims off. No good. Taking Barnett of his shot. He hits again. Let's see if the basket counts. The basket will count, and a foul is called on Jim Trout. As this boy, Barry Barnett, has been burning up these nets, and timeout is called here by St. John's Eagles. The score, 29-23. North Davis leads by 6. Your chances of being sued for an accident that happens any place on your property are greater today than ever before. For a family unprotected by insurance, a liability suit can mean financial disaster. Are you covered by a policy that contains liability? The Charles J. Wagner & Son Insurance Agent has a variety of policies consisting of and including liability. Don't take chances with your future. Make sure you're covered against any mishap that could cause you terrific expense. See Charles J. Wagner & Son Agency, 405 East Main Street in Washington soon. In our first quarter play, North Davis hit 10 out of 17 from the field, while St. John's Eagles connected for 8 field goals. Rather 9 field goals out of 20 attempts. Right at the free throw line now goes Barry Barnett. He has 15 points, 7 field goals in the free throw. He has 1 shot here. Up it goes. It is no good. Rebound taken off by Jim Trout of St. John. Now Bill Ward has it. Ward crosses to Jim Trout. Out to Arvin. Back to O'Malley. He tries a shot from out. It is no good. A foul call on Callison. And that's his second personal foul. Fouls on Mark Callison as he fouls John O'Malley. O'Malley with 5 points. And this will be the one-on-one now. That was the 15th foul on North Davis. John O'Malley up there. Shot is up as good, so he gets the bonus shot. 29-24, North Davis leading. Up with this one, good. 29-25, now the score, North Davis. And with it is Birch. For the Cougars gives to Fisher. Now Fisher in the middle to Foster. Outside it goes to Callison, turns back, gives to Foster. He drives the lane, lays up and in. Bob Foster driving the lane, works to the left side, up to score. That's 5 buckets for Foster. 31-25. North Davis by 6. Jim Trout for St. John. Gives it out to Arvin. Arvin to O'Malley. O'Malley out here. He sets up with his shot. It is off the mark. Now get tipped up there. No good. And taken off by Barnett from North Davis. Now Foster with the ball. Foster gives it to Barnett. He turns with his shot. No good this time. Comes off. Foul is called on Birch. A foul is called on Mike Birch of North Davis. And up we come to the north end of the court. Going up to the line for St. John's will be Ken Arvin. He has 4 points. He's been at the free throw line twice. He missed both those. This will be the one-on-one. 6 points difference here. The shot is up there. It is good, so he gets the bonus shot. It's 31-26. Ready for the next one. Up with this one, it's good. It's now 31-27 in the ball game. St. John's substitution. Randy Bradley comes in the ball game in place of Ken Arvin. But Arvin's going to go right back in there when play is the next break. Steve Fisher with it for North Davis. And he hits from 6 from the corner. It's no good. Taken off here by Birch. Now a foul is called on Randy Bradley. He just came in the ball game. A foul is on Bradley at St. John. And going the line here will be Mike Birch. Back in the ballgame now for St. John's comes Ken Arvin. And it's going to be Jim Trout to come out. Jim Trout will come out. Mike Birch, one-on-one now as the bonus in effect here. The shot is up. It is good, so he'll get the bonus shot. That gives in 3 points. Makes it 32-27. Ready for the next one. This was up and is good. 33-27. 6-point lead for North Davis. We have 5:09 left in this first half. St. John's with the ball. Ken Arvin to O'Malley. O'Malley makes a pass there. Almost gets away. Now Bradley with it. And he comes out with it. Gets up, but they lose the ball. And picked up here by Mike Birch of North Davis. So the Cougars have it. And Birch gives to Fisher. Fisher in the middle of Barnett. Back to Fisher. Driving. Hooks in. Nice play. Steve Fisher makes it now 35-27. North Davis by 8. There's a pass underneath there to Jack Trout. Lays up and in. Jack Trout goes up to score. And that is 10 points for Jack Trout for St. John's. 35-29. Birch down with it. Makes a pass. Underneath is Barnett. He shoots. He hits. Barnett hits from underneath. And it's now 37-29. North Davis out in front. With it is John O'Malley for St. John's. He dribbles, drives all the way, lays up there and in. O'Malley going in to score. And that is 9 points for O'Malley. 37-31. North Davis by 6. Fisher with the ball for the Cougars on the far side. Gives out there to Foster. Foster to Callison. Gets his block, but he doesn't shoot. Gives to Fisher, who does. He hits. Fisher hits from the corner. 39-31. North Davis by 8. Up with it comes Arvin for St. John's. He's on the right side with it. Gives to Bill Ward. Ward moves down here toward the line. Hooks it in there to Jack Trout. Turnaround jump shot. Good. Jack Trout on a turnaround jumper. 12 points for Jack Trout. 39-33. And this is a wild and woolly one. Birch with it. Out to Callison. Long shot. Good. Mark Callison. What shooting in this ballgame. 41-33. North Davis leading. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half of play. There's a blob pass in there to Jack Trout. Underneath, hooks up and in. He is fouled. Basket counts. The foul is on Barnett. Jack Trout made the basket in the ballgame. Now Jim Trout comes back in for St. John's. And Randy Bradley goes out. Jack Trout will be at the free throw line for St. John's with one shot. It's now one of the officials can go and talk to the scores bench or something. 41-35 is the score. I think what they want, both coaches, the officials say they're getting in front of their bench and they can't see there, and they told them to stay out in front of the scores bench. Jack Trout will be up the line with one shot here for St. John's. North Davis leading 41-35 with 3:15 remaining in the first half. Trout ready. It's in the air. It is good. So now it's 41-36. North Davis by 5 and down with it. Here comes Callison for North Davis. And he gives over to Birch. Birch to Fisher. Fisher back again to Birch. He shoots long off the mark, comes off, taken off by Foster, hooked it back Callison. He fires up and no good. Tipped off here and a scramble for it. It'll be North Davis ball out. Tipped off by Bill Ward, they say. And it'll be Callison to pass it in. 2:55 remaining in the half. Here's the pass and then to Fisher. Now Fisher gives to Birch. Birch out to Callison. Callison back again to Birch. Now he moves it and gives to Callison. Now it goes to Fisher's side. Up with his shot. Good. Steve Fisher hits. And that's 4 buckets for him. 8 points and is back 43-36. 43-36 the score is North Davis leading. O'Malley with it for St. John's. Gives off here to Ward. Ward to Jim Trout. Back out again to Ward. Back to Jim Trout. In the middle. Arvin up with his shot. It's good. Ken Arvin hitting. And for St. John's, 43-38. With it is Callison for North Davis. Now to Fisher. Fisher back to the foul circle. Gives outside to the right. Long shot by Callison. Good. So I tell you, either one of these, they fire away. I think I can start hiring good about 90% of the time. With it is O'Malley for St. John's. It's now 45-38. O'Malley shooting. It's good. John O'Malley hits for St. John's. 45-40. 5-point difference here as North Davis leads. They have the ball and Callison with it. Outside to Foster. Foster back to Callison. Long shot, mile away. This one no good. Comes off, tipped out here. Taken back in by Foster. Gives to Fisher. Shooting the corner. It's no good. Jim Trout rebounds for St. John's. Gives to O'Malley. O'Malley with it for the Eagles. 1:28 left in the first half of play. Jim Trout now with it. Gives to Jack Trout. He turns up with his shot. No good. Tipped off. Taken by Jim Trout with his shot. No good. Tipped up by Jack Trout. No good. Taken off by Steve Fisher and North Davis. Fisher looks up the clock. He comes across and gives to Callison. Callison in the middle. Barnett turns up with his shot. No good. Tipped up by Birch and in. No good, rather. It was in there. Come out. I called that one too soon. And O'Malley comes out with it. That ball was in there, bounced around, and popped back out. St. John's has the ball now. It's 45-40. And a drive-in layup by Ward is good. Bill Ward comes driving in left side to score. 45-32. It's North Davis by 3. And this old ball hall here is really seeing something this afternoon. There's out underneath there to Barnett. He shoots, no good, but a foul is going to be called. And this one is on Ken Arvin. And that's his second personal foul. The foul is on Ken Arvin, and Barry Barnett goes to the line here for North Davis. He has 17 points in this ball game. He'll have a one-on-one here. 38 seconds on that clock. Up goes his shot. It's up there. It's good, so he'll get the bonus shot. 18 points for Barnett. A chance to make it 19, and he does. And it's now 47-42. North Davis by 5. St. John's brings it down, and with it is Bill Ward. It's down here to Arvin. And now the ball is, Arvin was going to fall out of bounds with it, so he bounces it off of Steve Fisher's leg out of bounds, and it will be St. John's ball out. So smart thinking there. O'Malley with it for St. John. Outside it goes to Jim Trout. Back out to Ward. Ward gives it down to Jack Trout. Turns around up with his shot. It's good. Jack Trout drops it through for St. John. 17 points for Jack Trout. 47-44. Fisher with the ball. And he turns. Tries a shot blocked. McCallison picks it up. Tries a shot. It is no good. Jim Trout has it. And there's the end of the first half of play with the score. North Davis Cougars 47. The St. John's Eagles 44. And we got a whale of a game here. 47-44 at halftime with North Davis out in front by 3. And we'll have a look at the scoring and the shooting percentage in a moment. How long would it take to count $1 million? Well, counting $1 bill every second of a 24-hour day, you could count $1 million bills in exactly 11 days, 13 hours, 46 minutes, and 40 seconds. Now, that's a bothersome way to make your savings count. A better way is to deposit at the Washington National Bank. A Washington National Bank account will enable you to save a little bit each week. And let Washington National Bank account add up your money for you. When money counts, count on the Washington National Bank. Well, this first half, and this was in a while when it's so much different than that first game we saw here, which was played a bit slower, and of course they weren't hitting like they are in this one. First of the North Davis Cougars, Steve Fisher has 8 points on 4 field goals. He had 1 personal foul. Bob Foster, 10 points on 5 field goals. Barry Barnett has 19 points in this ball game. He has 8 field goals and 3 free throws, 2 personal fouls. Mark Callison with 6 points on 3 field goals and 2 personal. Leroy Streepy did not score. He had 1 personal. Mike Birch, 4 points on a field goal, 2 free throws, and a personal foul. So Barnett got 19 points in the first half here to lead the scoring for North Davis. Foster with 10, Fisher with 8, Callison with 6, and Mike Birch has 4. So that's the scoring here in the first half for North Davis. St. John, Jim Trout had 4 points on 2 field goals. Ken Arvin had 8 points on 3 field goals and 2 free throws, 2 personal fouls. Jim Trout had 1 personal, by the way. Jack Trout has a total of 17 points on 7 field goals and 3 free throws. He has 1 personal foul. John O'Malley has 11 points on 4 field goals and 3 free throws. Bill Ward has 4 points on 2 field goals and 1 personal foul. Randy Bradley did not score. He had 1 personal foul. So Jack Trout is leading scoring for St. John's. Both the centers here leading the scoring in this ball game, but Barry Barnett taking the honor so far. For North Daviess with 19, and Jack Trout for St. John's with 17. O'Malley, who was held to 1 field goal the other night in the ball game against the Gully Lions, has hit 4 here in this game. So far, he has 11 points. Ken Arvin with 8. Jim Trout, Bill Ward with 4 each. It was all knotted up 21 all at the end of the first quarter of play, and here at halftime, it's North Daviess Cougars 47, St. John's Eagles 44. There was no finer, more complete line of 9 out of 20 in the first quarter for a 45% shooting total, 9 out of 20, and they have 9 out of 17 in the second quarter for 53%, and 18 out of 37 altogether for 49%. So North Daviess shooting 51% in the first half of play, St. John's shooting 49%, and that's pretty fair country shooting for both ball clubs. St. John's, we said, with a record of 21-0 after having won their game here. They were 20-0, 20 wins against no defeats for the season. And if you look at it, they're 21-0, while North Daviess has also a very good record with 17 wins and 4 defeats, 17-4 for the season so far. Otwell won the opening game this afternoon over Bar Reeve, 54-39, and will be Otwell in the final game tonight against the winner of this game. And there's one if the boys can, these 2 ball clubs, the North Daviess and St. John's, can keep up this torrid pace in this second half, or whether they tire out here. It's 47-44 right now, with North Daviess out in front. Now, spring is just around the corner. And the tip is up, controlled by St. John's. Taken away here in the back court. The ball came back there by Bill Ward. And Ward gets it down on the side to Jim Trout. Now he's called for traveling. Jim Trout called for traveling with the ball. And it will be Callison up now with it for North Daviess. Now, coach here, there's a long shot on the side. Is no good by Foster. And taking her by O'Malley of St. John's. Well, O'Malley comes all the way down, passes off underneath, and the ball is out of bounds, and it will be North Daviess ball out. In the backcourt, Callison into Fisher. Fisher out to Birch. Birch back to Fisher. Now to Callison for North Daviess, over to Foster, and underneath to Barnett, up with his shot. It is good. He's fouled. The basket will count, and the foul is on Jack Trout of St. John. Well, that's 21 points for Barry Barnett, and he has a chance to make a 3-point play. Now 49-44, 5-point lead here for North Daviess. Up with his shot. It is good, so that makes a 6-point lead here for North Daviess. 50-44. 22 points for Barry Barnett. With it is Ward for St. John's. Comes still with the ball and gets it into Jack Trout in the middle. Up with his shot. Good. Jack Trout scores. 19 points for Jack Trout. Down with North Daviess. With it is Birch. It's 50-46. North Daviess by 4. Fisher with the ball. Turns around. Up with his shot. No good. Tipped high. Taking with Barnett. Up and in. Barnett gets it back in. 24 points for Barry Barnett. 52-46. North Daviess again by 6 points. O'Malley, long pass down to Jim Trout for St. John's. Out it goes here to Ward. Long shot by Ward. Up there, no good. Tipped high. Coming out with it, there's another shot, but it's up there and good by Ken Arvin. Scoring for St. John's was Ken Arvin, 52-48. North Davis. It's Callison with the ball for North Davis. Callison out to Fisher. Fisher to Birch. Birch back again to Fisher. Fisher gives it now to Callison. Callison across over to Birch. Now out to Foster. Foster turning, shooting, and hitting. Foster way out on the side. Hit 12 points for Foster. 54-48. The net gets tangled up, so we have time called there while they entangle the net. O'Malley in it comes to Bill Ward for St. John. And a pass comes down here to Arvin. He's loosely balanced, steps out of bounds with it. And it will be North Davis ball on the side in the backcourt. Callison into Fisher. Fisher with it. And shot hit by Callison. Good! Way out on the floor as Callison hits for North Davis. And they really burn up these nets. It's 56-48, North Davis. St. John's with the ball is John O'Malley. He starts his drive, stops over his shot, rolls off, no good. Taken off here by Harvard. He tries shot is blocked. And he scrambles for the ball, and a foul is going to be called on North Davis Callison. A foul called on Mark Callison. That's his third personal foul. And up there with one shot will be Ken Arvin for St. John. North Davis leading by 8 points. Up with the shot. It's no good. Comes off and tipped back up there, no good. Taken off there by Jack Trout. He tries it up and in. Jack Trout tips it back in. 21 points for him. 56-50. North Davis by 6. They have the ball. Callison to Fisher. Down to Birch. Birch, a long shot. Good. Mike Birch hits one from way out on the left side for North Davis. 58-50. They score now. Back to an 8-point lead here for North Davis. It's Jack Trout with the ball. Gives off from the side. The shot is up there and it's in there and it's good by Ken Arvin for St. John's, and he has 12 points. Down with it comes Callison for North Davis. 58-52. North Davis by 6. Fisher with it for the Cougars. Cross to Callison. Long one way up there. No good. Comes off. Rebound by Foster. Up with his shot. No good. Tipped up again. No good. Taken off here by St. John's. John O'Malley. O'Malley up with it for St. John's. He passes out in the corner to Jim Trout. Jim Trout to O'Malley. Fake goes up the shot, no good. Comes off, taken by Jack Trout. He turns up with his shot. It's good. Jack Trout hits for St. John. 23 points for Jack Trout. 58-54. North Davis by 4 points now. Callison with it. Out to Foster. Hooks it to Barnett. Back again to Foster for the Cougars. And cross court to Fisher. He's open. Long shot. Good. Steve Fisher. That was a 20-footer. And that's 10 points for Fisher. It's 60-54. North Davis by 6. Long pass down to Jim Trout. On the right corner. Comes out. Up for the shot from out. No good. Comes off. Taken by O'Malley. Underneath there to Jack Trout. He scores. O'Malley to Jack Trout. He was all open on the side to score. There's a man open shooting. No good. Tipped off. And taken now by St. John's. 25 points for Jack Trout. It's 60-56. O'Malley shooting long, no good. Taken off by Fisher of North Davis. And timeout's going to be called here by North Davis. We have 3 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the third period. North Davis 60, St. John's Lagodi 56. You can count on the finest values in floor covering at Soliday's Home Decorating Center of Washington. You can choose. It's Fisher with the ball for North Davis. And he hands it there to Callison. Callison out to the left, gives it now to Foster. Foster back to pass underneath there to Birch. And he gets it back out now to Barnett on the side, gives it to Fisher. Fisher driving down the side, driving the baseline up with his shot. No good, comes off, tipped back up again by Foster and in. Foster gets it back in, 14 points for Foster. It's now 62-56, back to a 6-point lead here for North Davis. St. John's with the ball, with it is Arvin. Out here to Ward. Ward out on the side with a long pass. There goes to Trout and back to Ward. That was Jim Trout. Ward with it, passing underneath, trying to break, get it in the Trout, but it's broken up by North Davis. Fisher with the ball. Now it gets to Callison. Out here to Foster. Foster tries a shot, blocked, taken back again, and man, Barnett up with his shot. It is no good. And Jack Trout comes out with it for St. John's and gets down here to Ward. Bill Ward in the front court for St. John's. 2:26 left in the third period of play. O'Malley with the ball. Is out here to Ken Arvin. And he turns up with his shot now. It's off, no good. Tipped off, out of bounds. It will be North Davis ball out. And the pass comes in to Fisher. Fisher still with the ball for North Davis. Now to Callison. Callison back to Fisher. And we have Callison tying his shoe out there. Well, action still goes on. Bob Foster with it. Now across it goes to Birch. Birch tries one from way out. It's no good. Rebound is off, taken off by O'Malley of St. John. Long pass down there, but it's too high. He throws it all the way out of bounds, and you'd have been an 8-footer to get that one. He spotted Ken Arvin down there. He actually was in behind the defense, but the pass was too high. So North Davis has the ball. With it is Birch. Gives out to Callison. Callison still with it. Now gives it to Barnett. Barnett turning, twisting over the shot. And comes off, taken by Birch. Up, shoots, scores, fouled at the same time. Arvin commits the foul. The basket will count by Mike Birch. He'll have one shot. It's now 64-56. An 8-point lead here for North Davis. And Birch has a chance to make it a 9-point lead. We'll have one shot. Up it goes. It is good. And in the ballgame now, substitution comes in here for St. John's. Fred Hotz, H-O-T-Z, 6-foot junior, comes in the ballgame for St. John. Ward with it for St. John. 1:28 remaining in the third period. Down it goes to Jim Trout. He starts his drive in front of the basket with his shot. It's no good. Comes off. Rebound taken off by Fisher. North Davis, long pass to Callison. Up with his shot. No good. Comes off. Ball is free out here. Picked up by Callison of North Davis. Out it goes to Fisher. Fisher across over to Birch. Birch, long shot. No good. Takes his own rebound. Goes, tries it up with another one. Does. Short. Comes off and out of bounds. It will be St. John's ball out. Bill Slatton gets up now and goes through a few antics down there. His coaches have a rough time. Up with it comes O'Malley now for St. John. And down to the left. There's the ball stolen by Birch. All the way down, all alone, lays up and in. Birch steals the ball here on a pass. O'Malley passed it back, intended out here for Oates, and it was stolen. It's now 67-56 with North Davis out in front of St. John's with 35 seconds. A long shot up and in, and that was by Fred Oates of St. John. It's now 67-58. North Davis leading. They have the ball. 25 seconds. Fisher pass to Callison. Up with his shot. No good. Comes off. Taking Barnett up with his shot. No good. Rebound off to Jim Trout of St. John's. Gives to O'Malley. 12 seconds. Clock ticking. O'Malley with it. Out here it goes to Ward. Ward around the side. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. There's a pass back. Jim Trout up with his shot. Good. Jim Trout hitting. And there's the end of the third period of play with a score. North Davis Cougars 67 and St. John's Eagles 60. 67-60. North Davis here at the end of the third period of play. Auto insurance is not an expensive purchase. Let's play and controlled by St. John. Taken here by Ken Arvin. Now with his Ward. Down it goes in there to Taylor. Trout. Shot is up and on the outside is good by Ward. Bill Ward hitting for St. John. 67-62. 5 points difference. In the middle it goes. The shot turn on. Jump shot is up and in by Barry Barnett of North Davis. Barry Barnett has 26 points for him. 69-62 the score. North Davis. In it goes to O'Malley. Goes around. A whistle foul is called on Barnett. His third personal foul. Foul is on Barry Barnett. His third personal foul. John O'Malley, who had 11 points in the first half, has not scored in the second half. He's held scoreless in the third period. His free throws up, it's good. So that gives him 12 points and makes it now 69-63. North Davis by 6. Fisher with it for North Davis. Out on the side to Birch. Birch down the corner to Foster. Foster now gets it off underneath to Barnett. Up with his shot. He hit. Barnett. 28 points for him. 71-63. North Daviess. 7 minutes left in the ballgame. In the middle goes it. Shot up there. It's good. And this is by Ken Arvin. He took a pass right in the middle. Goes up to score. Makes it now 71-65. Timeout call by North Daviess. A slippery problem is to where to store your savings, especially if you have only a light cargo of them. A one sure and smooth move is to store your savings in the Washington National Bank savings account or checking account. Now, whether you prefer immediate spending power or the chance to earn interest, your money is safe with Washington National Bank. Take advantage of all the convenient services at the Washington National Bank. After our depository, auto and home loans. So here we go. With 6:55 remaining in the game, it's North Daviess ball. And up with it comes Callison. And he passes off to Barnett, tries his shot, and a foul is going to be called here on Jim Trout. A foul is called on Jim Trout. Barry Barnett will go to the line here for North Daviess. He'll have 2 shots. So he has 28 points. His shot is up there. It is no good. It's ready for the next one. This one up there. This one is good. Drake is in 29 points in the ball game. Makes 72-65. North Daviess leading. With it is O'Malley for St. John's. O'Malley comes across. Out it goes to Bill Ward. Back to O'Malley. And the top of the circle goes around the side. Up with his shot. It's up there. It's good. O'Malley hit it. O'Malley hitting for St. John's. And that's his first basket in this second half. 72-67. Out here goes to Foster. Back again to underneath. And broken up now. And it's taken by Jack Trout of St. John's to O'Malley. And Coach Junior G gets up and tells his boys to hold it down. O'Malley with it for St. John's. Turns up with his shot. It's up there. It's no good. Tipped high and out of bounds. It will be North Daviess ball out. And coming in here goes to Callison. Back down the side to Foster. Foster passing off. Barnett shooting. Hitting. 31 points for Barry Barnett of North Daviess. It's 74-67. And North Daviess leading. St. John's O'Malley with the ball. We have 5:48 left in the ball game. Jim Trout tries one from outside. It's short. Taken off by Steve Fisher of North Daviess. This is over to Birch and back to Fisher. 74-67. North Daviess leading. They have the ball. With it is Callison. Off here in the corner. Foster tries his shot up there. No good. Off and rebounds off to Bill Ward of St. John's. He's on the far side. Still going with the ball. Ward with it. Holds up his hand. Gets down in the corner to Jim Trout. Now to Jack Trout. He's underneath. Goes up his shot. It's up there. It's good. Jack Trout scoring. And that's 27 points for Jack Trout. And it's now 74-69. As North Daviess leads. Long shot to Fisher. Good. Steve Fisher from way back to the foul line. Drops the three for North Daviess. It's now 76-69. 12 points for Fisher. O'Malley with it for St. John's. He cuts the middle. Tries to go up. No good. Comes off out of bounds. St. John's ball out and thrown basket. And now Barnett is limping out there. But he seems to be all right. There's a pass into the corner, goes to Ward for St. John's. He looks for help. Now it's back off. The shot is up by Arvin. No good. Comes off and out of bounds. Now they say the ball's in play. It was kicked back in, but Callison picks it up. And now a whistle and a foul is called on Callison for charging. A charging foul is on Mark Callison. That's his 4th personal foul. Timeout is called here by St. John's with the score of 76-69. North Daviess leading. 4:36 left in the ball game. Have your prescriptions compounded at Williams drugstores in Washington, where long-experienced registered pharmacists give each prescription their immediate attention. Williams drugstore shelves are always filled with fresh stocks of every known drug, no matter how rare. If you need a prescription filled with extra dispatch, ask your doctor to phone it to Williams drugstores. Williams' 2 convenient locations in Washington. Williams number 1 downtown. Williams number 2 in the East National Highway Shopping Center. Well, haven't seen anybody leave the gym as yet. All right, here we go. It'll be St. John's ball as play is resumed. And now the Cougars are going to pressure as St. John's brings it up, and O'Malley with it. And O'Malley gets it across now, guarded by Callison, now by Birch. O'Malley cuts toward the basket, stops, goes up with his shot, it's up and in. O'Malley driving up the score, and it's now 76-61, or 71. And with it is Callison for North Davis, 76-71, North Davis leading by 5. With it is Fisher for North Davis, out to Callison. Callison down to Barnett, out to Foster. Foster's right side, man's open, Callison shooting, and no good. Comes off, tipped out, taken by Fisher, and he comes out with it out in the corner. Fisher, now he turns up with his shot, he's no good. And the ball being batted around out of bounds will be St. John's ball out. St. John's ball out in the backcourt with the pass from Bill Ward into O'Malley. 3:50 left there in the ball game. O'Malley down with it for St. John. O'Malley with the ball, still with it, driving the middle, he goes all the way, lays up there, no good, comes off, taken by Jack Trout, turns around, jump shot up there, no good, comes off, and it's rebound by Barnett of North Davis. And Fisher has it now for the Cougars. 3:29 left in this ball game. Outside it goes to Birch for North Davis, out to Fisher. Now down to Foster, now to Birch. Birch drives, stops, somebody's shot, it is up, no good, whistle, foul is called on Jim Trout. A foul is called on Jim Trout of St. John's, his third personal foul. And going up the line will be Mike Birch, who's had 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. He has 11 points in the ball game. Up, no good, whistle, foul is called on Jim Trout. A foul is called on Jim Trout of St. John's, his third personal foul. And going up the line will be Mike Birch, who's had 3 out of 3 from the free throw line. He has 11 points in the ball game. Timeout's going to be called here. 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Timeout called with St. John's. North Davis 76, St. John's 71. Now let's go back to Bob. Bob, do you have any other scores from some other games yet? How about it?
Well, Joe, at halftime they were at Vincennes. It's North Knox 42, Vincennes Central Catholic 34. Real quick, up at Indianapolis Hinkle, Indianapolis Washington defeated Indianapolis Broad Ripple 105-57. Okay, Chuck.
So it's Indianapolis Washington tonight up there. They do Indianapolis Washington over Broad Ripple, and North Knox leading Vincennes Central Catholic. So we're at Vincennes. We'll have all those scores for you later. Up at the free throw line now, as plays resume, will be Mike Birch. He'll have 2 shots here. As North Davis leads by 5. Birch is ready. It's up. It is no good. Birch missed the first one. That's the first one he's missed. Ready for the next one. Up with this one, no good. He missed them both. Taking with Barnett. Up with this one, good. Barnett puts it back in. Down, makes it now 78-71. There's Jack Trout on it. He scores. Jack Trout scoring. And we've got a couple of high-scoring boys here. 78-73. Down with it comes Foster for North Davis. Gives it to Birch. He cuts the basket all alone, and he is fouled by Jim Trout, and that is number 4 on Jim Trout. $33 points for Barnett so far. 33 points for Barnett. 29 for Jack Trout. There's the shot up there. No good by Mike Birch. Mike Birch in the ballgame now. Randy Bradley comes in here for St. John's. 2 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in this game. Bradley comes in, and Ken Arvin goes out for St. John's. All right, it's Mike Birch ready for the next one. No good, he missed them both, and St. John's gets the ball. Bradley with it, gives to O'Malley. 78-73, North Davis by 5. O'Malley with it. Now it goes into the Jim Trout. He turns up with his shot. Up, no good. Tipped up again, no good. Tipped off here and out of bounds. It'll be St. John's ball out on the side here in the front court. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining of the game. There's the pass into O'Malley. O'Malley backs off here with it now. He gets down here. Bradley out to Ward. Back to O'Malley. O'Malley cuts. Passing off. Jim Trout with it. Gives a lob pass into Jack Trout underneath. Turns up with his shot. Off the mark. Fisher has it for North Davis. This ball game coming over WFML in Washington, Indiana. Fisher down with it for the Cougars. Gives the pass to the Foster. Passing on. He's stolen away by Jack Trout. Not O'Malley for St. John's. Still a 5-point difference here. O'Malley with the ball for St. John's. Jones, long shot up there. No good. Tipped off out of bounds. Taken it by Collison. He saves it. For North Davis, he brings it back up court. He falls down with the ball and will whistle. Now a foul is going to be called here. A foul is going to be called here on Bill Ward. A foul is called on Bill Ward of St. John's. With 1:59 left. Remember, fans, all this action is being brought your way. The compliments of Williams Drug Store, Charles J. Wagner Son Agency, Solidays Home Decorating Center, Washington National Bank, and Bant Brothers. Now tonight we'll have the final championship game between Otwell and the winner of this game. Barry Barnett for North Davis has 33 points in this game, and Jack Trout for St. John's has 29. With a 5-point spread here now, North Davis will be at the free throw line, and the ball that will be up there will be Mark Callison. He has 8 points in the game on 4 field goals. He missed once from the free throw line. Now back in the ball game comes Ken Arvin for St. John's, and Randy Bradley goes out. Callison ready. Up goes his shot. This one is good, so he'll get the bonus shot now. That makes it 79-73. 6-point difference. This one up there, this one is good. It hits the rim and drop through. So now it's 80-73. North Davis lead. There's the pass on the side here to Arvin. He tries his shot up there. It's short, tipped up by Dennis. No good. Taken off here by Ward. He passes off to Jim Trout, shooting. Jack Trout shooting and scoring. That's 31 points for Jack Trout, 80-75. And the ball is stolen here now by Jim Trout of St. John's. 1 minute and 36 seconds to go in the ball game. O'Malley with it for the Eagles. And it gets away here from Arvin, but he picks it back up, gives to O'Malley. And O'Malley turns up with his shot short. Comes off, taken off by Jim Trout of St. John's in the corner. Passes off here to Jack Trout. Turnaround jump shot is blocked. Taken by Ward. Long shot up there. No good. Comes off and out of bounds. St. John's ball out. St. John's ball underneath their own basket. 1 minute and 13 to go. It's North Davis 80. St. John's 75. Basket in will be Bill Ward for St. John's. He gets the ball in here. Almost broke it up and tipped out of bounds by North Davis. Again, St. John's will pass it in. Callison tipped that ball out. Ward to pass it in again. He gets it into O'Malley. O'Malley opened with his shot outside. No good. Comes off and taken here by North Davis. Down court with it is Callison. 1 minute left in the ball game. Callison with it. Now gets it off here to Barnett. Barnett has to go up with a shot. Foul here by Jim Trout. That's number 5 on Jim Trout of St. John's with 58 seconds on the clock. Jim Trout of St. John's fouls out. He had 6 points while he was in there. And that's the line will be Barry Barnett for North Davis, and time's going to be called here by St. John's. 80-75, North Davis out in front here by 5 points. St. John's undefeated this year. They had 20 straight victories during the season. They won 1 here in the tournament play, 21-0. North Davis record now of 17-4. And of course, the winner of this will play Rockwell tonight in the championship game, and we have everybody here really hooping up. All right, here we go. At the free throw line is Barry Barnett, who already has 33 points. He'll have 2 shots here. Up it goes. It is no good. No good. He missed the first one. Ready for the next one. Up with this one. No good. He missed them both. Comes off here. The ball taken by O'Malley of St. John's. He comes down with free throw line. Up with his shot. It's up. It's no good. Tipped up there again. No good. Tipped up again. It's no good. Taken off by North Daviess. Long pass. 2-on-1. Callison loses the ball. Callison was all alone. He lost the ball out of bounds. And it'll be St. John's ball. Down with it comes O'Malley for St. John's. 42 seconds remaining. Off to Ward. Ward around the side. Firing long. Hitting. Ward hits for St. John's. 80-77. Only 3 points difference. There's 34 seconds on the clock. And Fisher gets the ball in here to Callison. Callison stops, ducks, and a foul is called here against St. John's. A foul call on Ken Arvin. That's his 4th personal. Now we have 30 seconds exactly on the clock. 30 seconds exactly. It's 80-77. North Daviess leading. And Mark Callison goes to the free throw line for North Daviess. He's hit 2 out of 3. This will be the one-on-one. He is ready. Up there. It is good. It is good. So he'll get the bonus shot now. A 4-point lead now for North Daviess. 81-77. Ready for this one. Up it goes. No good. Tipped up again. No good. Taken by St. John's. And coming out here with it. Down it goes. It's Jim Trout with it. For St. John's, up with his shot. No good. Comes off, taken by O'Malley. O'Malley tries a shot. Good. O'Malley hits. Only 2 points difference. 15 seconds. Down with it comes Birch. He falls down. A foul is called on O'Malley. A foul is on O'Malley of St. John's. The score here is North Daviess 81, St. John's 79. And going to the free throw line will be Mike Birch for North Daviess. He's missed the last 3 times he's been up at the charity stripe. 12 seconds on that clock. Mike Birch up there for North Daviess with a one-on-one. He has 11 points in the game. Up it goes. It is good. It is good. So now you'll get the bonus shot. 82-79, North Daviess. Ready for the next one. Mike Birch. He's a 5'11.5 junior. Well, we told you when this game started, this could be a high score. It's up there. Good. He makes the both. And now it's 83-79. Down with it comes St. John. Bill Ward makes the pass stolen away by North Daviess. And now a whistle and a foul is going to be called here on Bill Ward of St. John. With 5 seconds on the clock. 5 seconds on the clock. At the free throw line goes Bob Foster. In the ball game now, we have Barnett coming out. He gets a standing ovation here. He has 33 points. Barnett has 33 points. He comes out of the ball game.